Red Dead Redemption's got a lot of mysteries. For example, why do they all talk in that funny accent? Or why does everyone smoke even though it's bad for you? But none of that comes close to the biggest mystery of all time, Tahiti. Tahiti is a location Dutch talks about when he's trying to convince Arthur of his plans, and at first you think, well, come on, Dutch, ain't no such place as Tahiti, but as it turns out, that might be what you get. See, if you look at the map, there's a place called Tall Trees. It's called this because there's trees and they're tall, and trees backwards is Sirt, which is funny, but what's interesting is that Tahiti is described as a place in the world. The world. Now, I did some investigating, and on Earth, most countries have trees. This could imply that Tahiti is supposed to be a place on the Earth and really does exist. But that's not all, since there's also in chapter 5 of the story when you end up on a scary island full of bugs and leaves. This island's never named because it's a mystery, but could this be Tahiti? Look closely, the island has trees. But there's one more thing that really opens a can of worms on this whole Tahiti business. See, this is Micah. He's Arthur's best friend, and they have a bunch of happy clappy times while they're in the Vandalift gang, and they even started a band. But Micah really wants to go to Tahiti. Why? It's weird, because if they all think it's not a real place, then how come he wants to be there? If you went to not a real place, you'd probably fall out of the world and stop existing and die real bad, which isn't good. So why Tahiti? The answer is simple. Micah is from Tahiti, and we can evidence this further in how he's kind of ugly and it sounds like somewhere that an ugly person might be from. But what if I told you, you can go to Tahiti? Yeah, it's very simple. You just have to go to Strawberry, which is kind of like if an Apple iPhone were a different fruit and also not a phone but a town. And then you go into this house right here, and inside there's a man called Tahiti Steves, who actually invented Tahiti. If you kill him, he'll actually drop a ticket that gives you one-way passage to Tahiti, but be warned, if you die in Tahiti, you die in real life, and in Tahiti they have wilver bears and wilver dogs and wilver wolves, so you'll probably be killed a few times. Mystery solved.